Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180, 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and improve your life. Going with the theme that we were working with before, today, episode 38, we're going to work with another idea that has been useful in my family, that I found use in a lot of my family situations, that has also been useful in my professional situations. Basically, it's been of useful and valued for me throughout most of my life, and that is the idea of two buckets. There's two ways that two-bucket idea comes into play. One of them we're going to talk about today. The other one we'll probably save for tomorrow. That first idea of two buckets is the idea of water and gas. Now, some of you may have heard of this before, and if you have, please indulge me, because maybe the rest of us haven't. The idea of water and gas is that as we go through life, both of us, all of us, have two buckets available to us. One is filled with water, and one is filled with gasoline. And those buckets we have to decide how to use when we encounter other people. Both buckets can be used to encourage or to destroy. And let me see if I give you an idea of how that works. If we are finding ourselves involved in a situation where somebody has a huge problem that is going on and we want to help them calm that problem down, we might see that as a fire that we use a little bit of water on in order to quench it down, to keep it under control, to make sure that we're not going to wind up having difficulties with it in the future. In that case, we use the water. We also may find ourselves in a situation where there's something going on that needs a little bit of inspiration. Well, in that case, we may want to use the gas and cause that fire to become a big fireball. Both of those, the water and gas, can also be used in situations when we don't intend for them to happen. For instance, we may find ourselves talking to somebody who's got a small little problem going on in their lives, and we accidentally dump gas on it, cause it to be a much larger problem than we had intended, cause a lot more damage and destruction. Or we may find ourselves encountering somebody who's got a small idea, in the very beginning stages, and because we're trying to help them maybe be realistic, we dump a little bit of water on it, try and calm them down so that they don't hurt themselves, and in the process wind up extinguishing a dream. Water and gas. You know, in conjunction with what we talked about yesterday, are you making things better or worse? Water and gas, two liquids that, depending on the way that we perceive the fire, we can dump on and cause that fire to change. It's important to remember when we're looking at it. Let's figure out whether or not it needs water or gas. Let's figure out whether it needs to be calmed down or whether it needs to be grown bigger. Sometimes the best option of all is to hold off using either of the buckets until we see where the other person is headed. This has been the Daily 180. My name is Todd Wente. Hopefully this has been useful for you today. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.